Hi guys, good afternoon. First day of the week, 20th of July. Stocks are recovering from their early morning push down. The area of support 31.92 from last week, you can see here, held up fantastically well, and again this morning, and we're coming back almost to the midpoint of that range that we had from the back end of last week. So be key to see what happens here. I'll be looking for at least the hour close above before we can start pushing on towards those highs from Friday. So it is a key level. Obviously the bears will want to defend again for us to have a push lower. For me, the key points this week are obviously going to be this area of support along with those highs from last week, which we also know on the daily chart is the highs going back from the 9th of June. So for the S&P, it's nicely set. The euro, the main sort of talking point today was the euro. That's continued to push higher. We found some nice support on Friday's high on the retest once, twice. That's held quite well. The highs of the day have been tested three times. You can see, and we're now in this new range. So it'd be interesting to see how that holds up for the euro. I think we obviously got to be aware of. We've got this area here, 115, just a bit above that, where you have the 9th or the 10th of March high, whichever one it was. I think it was the 9th, wasn't it? Which is the high of the year for the euro. So keeping a watch on that to see the reaction. It's going to be a headline-driven market though, so we may well see a bit of up and down before then. But those would be the key levels above and below where we are trading. If we do drift below Friday's high in the euro, I could see us coming back towards the 114.39 area. The pound did recover a touch from the morning's low, thanks to a bit of dollar weakness and risk on, and you can see this area of support that many dollar pairs also had that just led to this push through those highs. And we took out Friday's high. We didn't really retest it as such. I guess we did have a bit of a close there, and that's continued on. Resistance levels, I mean, here is as good as any, to be honest. So it'd be interesting, given this push, can we confirm that above? Because if we do, then you are suddenly looking at that high from the 15th and the double top from the 9th and 13th as well. So the pound has recovered nicely from that push lower, and we're kind of in the middle of the range from that from the 10th to the 30th of June. So yes, good area support, good middle sort of line in the sand, and we're now on that top part, a close above here, and we could really push on. Gold, it's always funny when you come back and look, it did exactly what the line suggests, and I haven't checked that since. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But yeah, we got the break above, came back to retest it, and it's pushed on and taken out the high from Friday. It's retesting that now. You've then really got the top part of this range, which I think you'd have some nice resistance here around 18, 16. So keep a watch on that big level. I was also saying this morning to our traders, this is the key point. So at the time, price was doing this, and it was going to be above our trend line here or below the pivot. As the opportunities, it just happened to break above there first, but at some point, maybe below the pivot, you could see a bigger move. But for now, it's extending higher on some dollar weakness as well. Aussie was sort of saying the same thing as gold, a close above here to retest those highs could be the move, and that's happened now, hitting Friday and the overnight highs. So strong level dollar weakness across the board, which is helping things move higher. And that's also helped by a bit of risk on over the last hour or so. Anyway, guys, hope you all have a good trading week, and I hope you all had a great weekend as well.